I won a coin flip that was weighted slightly in my favor. Let's continue to win coin flips for the rest of the match, shall we? He is going first. I updated the text box. 3-4 with shelters. Let's take a look at the board attacks. Torturer, familiar. Ouch. Trashing, governor. Ugh. Nasty. So, potentially a big deal. Village, shantytown. Draw, torturer, governor. Plus buy. Well, you don't have plus buy. You've got a ton of gaining. You've got armory and talisman. Governor for gains. There's rebuild and there's vineyard and there's all of this junk. We got to parse this and see what's going on here. A lot of power cards here that don't necessarily play well together. Shantytown Torture Engine with no trashing seems like a way to lose the game. You can just take curses and go for familiar and probably beat that. So I'm really underwhelmed by that. How does Rebuild handle the onslaught of attacks? Rebuild benefits marginally from all of the governor whatsits. But the support for Rebuild here is what? Shantytown? Duchess? Of course, you don't want both of them, so you probably just want Duchesses. Maybe open with a Shantytown, and then save your actions for Duchess and just get silver, I guess. It's okay. What about like a Vineyards Rush? You don't really want to be using Talisman to enable that, because Armory is just better. That way you can spend your buys on Vineyards. But then what are you Armory gaining? You're gaining Shanty Towns and Duchesses, which is a super lame deck. He has a 5-2 and opens Governor. I don't see the rush there being very fast. And I don't see the payload in terms of points for Vineyards being very good. So I'm not really impressed by that. Can you go for Familiar into Vineyard? That seems kind of lame. It doesn't seem very good. Gaining action cards, you can't really do a lot of that. I feel like all of these Vineyards-related strategies lose to Rebuild. And what stops Rebuild here? Cursing? Yeah, I think everything loses to Rebuild here. Does Governor lose to Rebuild? I think. It's got to. Maybe? I don't know about that. Either way, I'm pretty sure I'm going to open Silver Shantytown, right? Rebuild with shelters. Just doesn't matter. I super don't care about that. I think I just want to open Silver Shantytown. Armory is no good. Maybe his governors can get me estates. It's kind of crappy. I want to go for a rebuild here. I think it's best. I'm going to open Silver Shantytown and then get rebuilds. And he doesn't want the Duchess. Rebuild Duchess would have been a pretty good opening on 5-2. If I was him, I'd feel much better about something like that. Okay, 3 for you, Shantytown. That's in line with any strategy you could be pursuing. Well, I mean, I guess I'm thinking about getting squirrely here. I only have 1 silver, which makes me sad. If I'm going rebuild uncontested, I'll want more, but I should. I mean, I'm getting it next turn, right? I can't hit 5 next turn. No, I can't. So I'm getting a silver next turn anyway, which is just fine. And he'll be feeding me silvers, yeah? Let's get the rebuild. And Governor remodel here would be less than ideal. But I'd probably actually trash a copper. because I'll draw up to silver here. Trashing the Ogi for a regular estate is underwhelming. Ooh, hey, I could hit 5 now. So I'm guessing you want a governor, right? If you're going to draw cards, you probably just want more govy. I guess I'm happy that we're taking what seem to be divergent strategies here, but I'm unhappy that one of them is rebuild. So that. Hey, got there. Hey-oh. Do I Dutchy Trash Hovel here? That seems super bad, right? Super bad. Second rebuild here, especially given that I'm not contested, is probably better. I should probably consider gold also. I don't like the gold. Rebuild's better than gold. Speed is more important than longevity because he's going for governor. He's going to provide the speed, all the speed that I need. So I need to counter that with my own speed. Rebuild for surezies. It's too early to Dutchy Trash the Hobble. So I will draw a card off this Ogi. There's an infinitesimal chance that it will be a silver, and I can pick up rebuild number 3. I guess I'll be happy about that. But actually, no, I would consider Dutchy Duchess at that point because I want some economy. Ooh, my infinitesimal chance just doubled of drawing a silver. Lol. This is actually a really bad draw for him, it looks like. Okay, drew a copper. Skipped my other rebuild, which is just fine. It's got to be silver here, right? Anything else is worse than silver. Yep, silver. So since I'm not being mirrored on rebuild, winning the Dutchy split is a much lower priority. Ooh, hey, I'll take that. I think Dutchy Duchess trashing Hovel here is probably better than rebuild number here right now. I do like the economy. I'm effectively turning Hovel into silver and then getting a $5 card that's slightly worse for my deck. Yes, please. Now I could get another Duchess, which is probably good, but it should probably be my last Duchess. Or do I get another rebuild? Well, I'm going to... No, 3 rebuilds with only the one Duchy as a target seems reckless. Yeah, let's do this. Feels good. So now I've got 2 Duchies and no other greens in my deck. This is a wonderful hand. I'm super happy about this. Third rebuild on my next 5, I think. And then I'll just be buying all the greens I can get my hands on. Get my dirty little paws on. Come on, gain me a silver before you shuffle my cards for me. Or I shuffle my cards for me. You know, whatevs. He's got 3 governors. 1 gold. There's no thinning. I mean, there's trashing, but it's not thinning. Okay, trash the Ogi. I can remodel Necro into a state. Yes. That's super good. He takes a silver from his Ogi. Now I want to name Duchy because of this estate, yeah. Right? I think that's right. Yeah. Oh, hello. Wow. I've been getting some good draws, I believe. Wonder if there's something to be said for naming something, not naming Duchy with the first rebuild to decrease my odds of triggering an unfortunate shuffle on this turn. And a governor for 9. Oh, mansies. But I don't want to calculate the odds of that. No more duchesses. I can track my deck, so we'll just name Talisman. Draw 2 cards, coast right on up to this shuffle, and buy a province! Oh, snap! I just triggered a shuffle. I should have thought before playing that Duchess. Province has to be right here, doesn't it? Has to be. And then this is a duchy? Duchy? Duchy. Maybe. Maybe it's more, who knows. One more copper, man! One more! One more, come on! One more! I'm so greedy. One more! One more, come on, 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 come on. No, it's gotta be a duchy still. Yeah, for sure, Z's. And I need to cycle back to my rebuilds. Yep. Hold on. It's not obvious, duchy or rebuild. It's not obvious. I've got 2 provinces and 2 duchies in my deck, and 2 rebuilds. I don't like having more rebuilds than rebuild targets, although milling provinces is good for me anyway. Rebuild's a faster play. Duchy is potentially more points. If I mill a province before getting the points, that's bad? Question mark. The game's not close enough to over for me to be worried about that, so it's probably duchy. Yeah, but rebuild cycles me, but it's not. It doesn't. It's not good cycling. It just discards cards from your deck without with impunity or whatever. I don't know. With reckless abandon. Whatever. Duchy seems smarter. And no thank you. Okay. This should be a rebuild. Man, I guess I would have rather shuffled in a rebuild than a duchy, but I didn't know this would happen. Get out of here. You're not rebuild. No one likes you. No, I want the rebuild. I want it. I guess it was a misplay. And both duchies in my hand. This is bad. I have to mill a province. Or no. I got the duchy. I'm so good at this game. I have to skip my other rebuild, but whatevs. This isn't the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I can only whine if the rebuild, reshuffle, poopy thing is especially bad for me. Because there are universes where it's super good. Because there's a rebuild in here. And there won't be these 2 duchies. So that's good. And I get to play Shantytown. Hey. Draw me all the cards. I want to draw so many cards, man. I want to draw so many cards. All the cards. Cards. Aw, snap. Trash and copper here is probably good, yeah. No, I'm going to hate myself if I miss duchy because of it. Or $5. You know what I mean. Okay. You get some points. Name province. Hope for lucky things to happen. Skipped all the rebuilds. That was neutral. Be good to me, deck! That was probably good. He says in the chat, hey, it's turn 10 and the game is ending super soon. Isn't that something? Now, I have to mill a province if I play this rebuild, and I will be buying a duchy this turn. That means that if he gets province, duchy, and he went first, so he needs 3 gains to end it. He doesn't have any rebuilds. He can only use governor to gain VP. That means he needs province, duchy, and estate. He needs 2 governor remodels, and he needs to buy stuff. Now, I can't defensively remodel things into VP, right? I trashed all the shelters. I have no 4 costs in my deck. But whatever. I mean, he was going to win with that kind of a thing anyway. But I don't think he can do it. Also, he played all of his governors 1, 2, 3, 4 last turn. And was this off a clean shuffle? No. Yes, it was. Draws 5 cards. No. It wasn't a clean shuffle. He played all the governors in his deck, so I happen to know that these 2 cards in his hand are not governor. Out of 19. So he's drawn 3 cards out of 19, and there are 5 governors in there. You can expect him to have about 1 governor. Man, I can't not mill the province. I have to mill the province. It's a little bit unfortunate that I'm going to have to rely on a little bit of luck to see my other rebuild to end the game. But realistically, I mean, I'll probably be able to get a duchy next turn. Yeah? So we have to mill this province. It's got to be a higher percentage play. And there's a rebuild in here, right? Yep. Okay. Don't win the game. Don't win the game. Don't win the game. I sent him a smiley face in the chat. Don't win the game. I know you're thinking about doing it. I know it probably is very tempting to win the game. But don't do it, because then I can't win, and I want to win. So don't do it. Let me win. He says this is going to be close, unless you're winning the game this turn. Then says, was hoping I didn't have to use Shanty for draw so I could governor it into duchy. Now it's very iffy. Well, you need to governor remodel twice this turn. That's a lot of cards, man. Okay. I feel like drawing cards for you is more important so you can find all your combo pieces, but I don't know. Yeah, okay, great. I win. Not quite there, he says. Yeah. Sad. He says he needed just a bit nicer shuffle for his governors. Yeah, I mean, with a perfect draw, he could have done it, but I mean, I like to think I calculated the odds of it and I made the appropriate move. And even then,